There's a couple different ways that you can router wood. One is what you're looking at here, which is a table. So I have a table router, and later on you're going to see how you can router by hand. I have to do the tabletop by hand, and I'll explain more of that later. But this process is pretty straightforward. Very fast moving router bit, about 25,000 RPM. Very, very fast. The table router did a very good job on the rails and legs, but it is not optimal at all for an object this size. The table that I have for the router is very small, at least compared to the size of this table, and so I can't use that, and I wouldn't want to for another reason too that I'll explain here in a second. But the other rounding that I need to do are with these corners. So I use this circle template to draw those radii in each of the four corners, and I'm going to use this sanding block that has 100 grit paper, and I'm going to sand these by hand. I'll show you that now. The thing to remember when you're doing a sanding operation like I'm going to do right now on this corner is you need to maintain the perpendicularity of this to the table. So you want that edge to be just like the others, 90 degrees from the tabletop. And so it goes pretty fast if you're using the right sandpaper. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'll do that 3 more times. I moved back outside with my portable router for the same reason I was outside earlier. This process with a portable router makes quite a mess. And the reason for that is with the router table, the thing that you're routering is what moves and the router stays stationary. In this process, the thing that you're routering doesn't move, and the router itself is the thing that's moving. That's going to be necessary to do these corners. I can't do those on a table saw, or a table router, I mean. Now the other thing about a handheld router, any router for that matter, is this tool could potentially be very dangerous if it gets out of your control. So you need to be very, very cautious when you're using a router, because remember that thing's spinning about 25,000 RPM. Here we go. I'll do that top and bottom. I went all the way around, top and bottom, and the routering and the rounding is all done. It's time to begin the finishing process.